Hi, this is Eric Dodd from OmniFit, and today I wanted to take it outside and shoot a video about cars, but not cars specifically, but why I think we should treat our bodies like we treat our cars. And you're wondering, our cars, our bodies, what's the connection? Well, I'm going to draw the line for you right here. So let's get into it. So I first want to give you something to think about. When you have a car that's brand new and off the lot, as opposed to a car that's maybe 10 or 15 years old, how do you take care of the two? Well, going to the new car, brand new off the lot, there's probably very little things you have to do with it to make sure it maintains, a high performance. Basically, you just have to keep putting gas in it. Probably have to do just regular oil changes. What would a 15 or 10 or 15-year-old car have to do? Transmission, brakes, engine, a lot of things. So what am I suggesting? I'm suggesting if we were to look at our bodies, like comparing it to a new person, to say someone in their 60s, their 70s and 80s, we have to do a lot more to maintain it. So why I say that we should look at our bodies as cars is, what are you doing to maintain the current level of shape or fitness that you're into? So if we're looking at our cars, we do the oil changes and transmissions and the engines and all the sparks and alternators and all that other stuff. But what are we doing to maintain our shape that we're still running at high performance as we get older, like we would use or we would expect an older car to? So that's my point number one. What are you doing to maintain a high level of performance as you get older? What happens to a car when you don't drive it for a long period of time? Well, I actually looked into that, and your battery will actually die faster. Your car battery will actually die faster when a car is not driven regularly. So how does that relate to the body? Well, I'll tell you how. What happens when we don't do anything or move our bodies regularly? It's actually detrimental to our body not to move, which is why exercise for the body is so important. Yes, a car is a machine, but it also shows that when you don't use it regularly, things go wrong. When we don't use our body regularly, things actually do go wrong. How often do you feel stiff, you can't move, and your body feels so much worse after or before you move? So that's why exercise is vitally important. Point number two. So no, I did not drive here on purpose with my gas cap open. But what I did was I opened it to highlight how important the type of gas we put in our car. So I'm sure at some point when you bought your car, there was some sort of recommendation in terms of what type of gas to put in your car. Did you follow it? Well, I don't know. You know if you followed it. But why do they give certain recommendations in terms of what type of gas to put in your car? The main reason is because it performs, or they believe, or they know it performs better based on the type of gas you have. No different than this car or any other car. Your car would probably perform better based on the type of gas you have. So what is that, or how does that relate to us? Well, what is our fuel? Our fuel is our food. So what we should be looking at is, what type of fuel or food are we feeding our bodies to perform at an optimal level? So that's point number three. What are you putting in your body to perform at an optimal level? So I'm under my hood right now. I'm about to check my oil. But how often do you do something like this? How often do you change your oil, check your brakes, or change your brakes or your tires? These are all little things we need to do to keep our car on the road regularly. So what are the things in our body that we need to do regularly to keep our bodies moving optimally? Stretching, massage, range of motion exercises, sleep, recovery. Yeah, exercise is important, no doubt. We need to exercise, but we need to do the little things to keep that balance in our bodies, to keep our bodies still moving at a regular or good clip. So if you're not doing those little things and you are exercising, eventually there's going to come a point when your body, like a car, if you don't do the little things, your car is not going to work as well, just like your body. Point number 4. So point number 5, and before I even get into point number 5, I got an important question to ask you. How many people, or how many of you drive when you have a flat tire? And I'm sure the answer is none. So I have a tire pressure gauge right here. This is my tire. I'm going to check my tire pressure just now. But the reason I asked that question is it's important to drive a car with all 4 tires ideally equally inflated. And the basic reason is our car drives faster, it drives more optimally, it drives more efficiently when our tires are properly inflated. And so what is the point I'm making in regards to our body? Well, our bodies actually work better when they're aligned properly like our cars. And this is actually a point about posture. Our posture is critical for our performance. If you look at someone's posture who has a very hunched over posture, they're not able to walk as fast, they typically shuffle, and they're not even able to do things like lift their arms as high as they can over their head. And they actually don't even breathe as well. So that's the point number 5. Posture, posture, posture. Our alignment in our body is important, just like our car. While I am no mechanic, one thing I know a little bit about is the body. And what I also notice is we treat our bodies sometimes worse than we treat our cars. So I hope we can make a change. On that note, it's Eric Daw from OmniFit. Take care.